Welcome and thanks for stopping by. Today I'll be making a side dish, fried cabbage. Let's start cooking. Okay, I had a small cabbage and I just sliced them, and we're going to keep them whole like that. And rinse them off. Just want you to see the size. Okay, and I'm going to be using my griddle. So here I have some, I always tell you about my bacon grease that I collect. You never know. Just gonna add some of that. And I have some red and green bell peppers and some onions because we want to have some of that flavor with our cabbage. So I'm just going to cook those first. Gonna let this heat up a little more. We're going to let these cook until they're tender, and at the same time they're going to be flavoring our bacon grease. You know what cooking is all about. It's all about flavor. Nobody likes bland food. And cabbage is it takes a lot to give it flavor anyway, so. Get your seasonings out and add what you like. Use powder so you can add as much as you like without it being salty. There's nothing worse to me than salty food. Ooh. Okay, they've gotten really soft and tender quickly, and we're going to take these off. So, got plenty of flavor going on in there, but I'm going to add a little more bacon grease, and then we're going to add our cabbage. We're trying to keep them together. A little bitty one here. Now we're going to season them up. And I have the onion powder. Onion powder. Oh, really? Garlic powder. Smells wonderful in here. Sazon complete. Because it has the thyme and the other herbs like that you would need. Has everything here. This is really delicious. If you haven't tried it, try it. The only place I can find it though is in the dollar stores now. I used to buy it from Kmart. And then when the Kmart near me closed down, I couldn't find it, but only in the dollar store, and that was just recently. So we're gonna let that cook. Didn't add my pepper. I'm sorry. You gotta add some pepper on there. Even though the Tony's is a little spicy, we still need our pepper. And so I have some butter here. And I'm just going to add a few little pinches. You know, cabbage is full of water. You see how it's making its own, it's generating its own water. I mean juices. Well, water. But I am going to add a few drops of chicken broth eventually where needed. Just a little bit because we have added bacon grease, so we're not going to add a whole lot of butter. We're just adding a little flavor. Oh, jeez. The man overboard. Man overboard. I've been watching the news lately, and it's just overwhelming. It's just too much. You know, the question is not what is going on in the world, it's what's not going on. And it, you know, it's probably been happening the whole time, but, you know, so much news wasn't as accessible. You know, so now that we have it from every angle, I kind of wish that I didn't know every little single thing that's going on. It can get really, you know, sad and depressing. You know, especially because there's not too much that you can do about 95% of it, in my opinion. Let's see what we have going on here. So I have some broth. And just going to add a little. And we're going to season, but a little bit lighter than you did the first side. Than I did the first side. Did you come out? Onion powder. Garlic powder. Tony's Creole seasoning. Not too much because it has salt in it, but it's up to you. If you like your stuff salty, then go right ahead. And some black pepper. Just finished doing its thing. How many of you remember this? Do you still eat it? Well, I do every now and again, and when I do, it's really good. When I don't feel like jumping through all the hoops, I'll just use this. So I'm going to make some of this as a side, and I have some roasted chicken that I had in the fridge, and I just added some gravy and some veggies, and that's going to be din din. Ooh, I forgot. We're going to add a little bit of salt to the water. I meant to do it first, but... And we're going to cook those for about 7 or 8 minutes. Stir them so they don't stick. Flipping them again. And when you weren't looking at it, I added a little more chicken broth. When you weren't looking. Oh yeah, these are about ready. See how tender? And that burn, you know how fried cabbage tastes. That is nothing but flavor. So good. The first time I cooked fried cabbage, and I burnt it like this. That's how I learned how to cook fried cabbage. So I thought, oh, I messed up really bad. And then I tasted it. Hey, and it's been on my menu ever since. We're almost there. You'll know because it's super tender. See, this one is a little tougher, but you know these are ready. But see how tender. And you want to have a little bit of bite, you know. A little bit of bite to it. I'm going to turn these down to really low. And then I'm going to make this macaroni. Okay, I've drained the little pasta. And you have to be careful with this, because it'll overcook quickly. I cooked it 7 minutes. I'm going to add in here some butter. That eye is still cooking. You can hear it. It's off, but it's still hot. Now I have some half and half. But it may not be enough. That's the end of that. Add some pepper. And the little package of cheese. I might need a little more milk. Just a little teeny bit more. I added a little more milk. And I'm going to add in some sharp cheddar. And this is going to be it. Do you hear it? to see the pepper in my macaroni and cheese. Let me taste it. I want you to see it again. Look. You be careful. I use this wooden spoon so that I wouldn't break up the little bitty macaroni or pastas. They'll break really easily, especially if you overcook them. Make sure if you make some of this, do not overcook. And that is good. We're going to plate up our cabbage. The bell peppers and the onions. And we're going to add some of this macaroni. And there you have it. Thanks for watching. And remember to pray. Then pray some more. Pray for her. Pray for him. Pray for you. Pray for them. Pray for us. Don't stop praying. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Tap that bell if you haven't. Hey, share with friends and family. And please comment. I would love to hear from you. And until next time, eat well and be well. Boop. Love ya. Later. Try it. You might like it. Mmm.